All right. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, Welcome to quick map review update thing. This is DE Goldrush, made by Spree, and this is a very special map to me, at least, since it has been in development for so long, and I just I just have this very special relationship with this map because it's so interesting, and we've been playing this so much uh, on a very long timeline. So like, I remember playtesting this map maybe a year ago, first time, and then the map was like the structure has been kind of the same, but all the small details have been kind of like swapping out in and out, and yeah, it's just cool to see your own feedback in other people's levels, and more substantially the original DE Astra tower is also in the level, so a little bit of a time capsule back in the day. Anyway, the map has gotten a new update. Looks promising. Looks really cool, and I really love the aesthetic. I have to say, from the skybox, this is really hard skybox to actually fit into a level convincingly. So like, if you imagine like how the area would tie into this skybox, obviously you would have to like create a 3D skybox that would like convincingly connect a long way down, and this is a very massive skybox in general. But like, from here, if you look at this looks pretty convincing. Obviously a better way would be to make a 3D skybox, like 3D skybox, and have this as a model or some sort of a thing so that you can actually reference the distance from the location more realistically. Obviously this looks like a skybox right now, which it is, obviously. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the more intricate details, which is the layout. The layout is actually, it looks really crazy, and it kind of is, but after playing a couple games on it, it actually, the pacing slows down quite a bit, and it becomes very enjoyable. And it's been a great joy to actually to see this map go from like kind of chaotic to something that is actually, you can have a good time in. And I don't have my AK-47 skin for some reason. Let's take this out. So yeah, changes like this, removing the railing from here, like this is just a mark of taking actual feedback into consideration, and how players are going to feel in a certain area. So like, you design the gameplay first and then aesthetics. Obviously this is like, a blend of the aesthetics and the gameplay, with the railings on this side but not here. So a mark of a great map, right? Start from the T spawn. Let's go first to A. This bridge is for visuals only, but you can kinda like, get alternate angles onto holding this if it ever comes down to CTs pushing from here. But it's a very passive T side position. This is very reminiscent of like 1.6 Nuke, if you know what I mean. Like, it had those arched entrances on T and CT ends of the map. But yeah, Half-Life aesthetic. But yeah, underground, nice little detailing. I love this. And then using the different colors of metals and like having this a little bit tilted. It's missing that final like dash of clarity, or like so that everything ties in together. Using kind of the same texture here. If this is metal, then using like the same kind of color fitted trim and everything. But for like gray boxing, this is really good. You get the shape, you get the idea of the area, what it is going to be later in the development. Also, a big, huge thing that I appreciate in many levels is the color coding in the level. That is really cool. You have yellow around A bomb site, and then blue around B bomb site, and that's really cool. Are these breakable? No. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue through on. We already went here. This is back to mid. But yeah, A long has stayed kind of the same, but we have this new... Never mind. Yeah, you have to peek this in order to gain the second entrance to the mid. Sorry, to the A-bomb side. And this area has been simplified by a bunch. Wow, this is really cool. I get that, like, you could just connect this here, but then again, it wouldn't be, like, this awesome to push down here. And then again, CTs could be holding from here, and this actually... I bet you can do this jump. Yeah. I think this is actually really well designed in the way that CT is pushing from here. You know, if they want to get a fast timing, they have to do the jump here and kind of risk their lives. Or if they want to be more safe about it, they have to take more time to wrap around here. So that there's like level to the design of this area, and everything makes sense from gameplay standpoint. Like, you know. If this was just a straight line, it would be more boring. It would probably be better for the flow. But this is actually like, you know, this is the way to make this work in a way. You know, the idea of having these boards, this jump, and how to tie it so that it makes sense. The vent entrance. Holy fuck. Okay, I love this. I love this so much. You can probably boost. Let's see. He's inside the wall. Oh yeah, Spree's using the anarchist models. God damn it, I want to place them so that they are like not inside the wall. Okay, well, I guess that's the best I can do, and then I'll drop down onto the head of this guy. Maybe the boost is possible, but maybe it makes sense that there is no boost here, and you cannot really plant. Maybe you can plant here and then use the vent as a, you know. Would be kind of cool. Anyway, I don't really get the point of this vent right now. Maybe it's just if you get stuck here, which happened quite a lot. Like CT's played from this position, so maybe it does make sense that players getting pushed back from here would like to have some sort of a way out. And now they are in a position where they can like wrap around from here or take the long route. That is really cool. Really cool. There's a bug. This wall? Yeah, you can jump down. Okay. I like the use of this specific yellowish, greenish yellow. It's like a raw banana color. Yeah, and then we have this is a solo jump, solo boost. Yeah, and then you can jump from here to here. That is kind of cool. Oh, I like the color coordination also here, since you can be shot from there. Usually making areas like this feel, you know, how do you convey to the player that there can be a player playing from like back here when there can be a player also playing from on top of here. I think this is really good to make like this very hard to get as a hard to get to as a CT. And this is kind of the default position for the CT operator to kind of like, you know, take control of the area. And, you know, as we all know, this is very easy to smoke as a T. Almost. That's a flashbang. You know, there's this palette here, which kind of gives you the leeway to throw the smoke kind of like any way you want, but I'm failing it. Anyway, if you expose yourself to this peak and you get behind cover, you can also like bounce the smoke from. Yeah, this is relatively easy to smoke, even though I failed it a couple times. I haven't succeeded in smoking it yet, but anyway. Then we have still the back entrance here, which has been paced out really nicely, that you can like peek this, then go closer from this and peek this angle, and then the only position to really camp this as a pushed up terrorist player or something like that is to like go here, or kind of like cheekily hold it from there. But then again, it's not that much of a cover. This looks really awesome. Awesome. Satellite dish. Down. Then we have this window position. This is like sniper's nest heaven. Sniper's heaven. Sniper's nest. It's really cool to see like these positions that aren't necessarily the first place to go to play. But then again, like they add depth to the there's variety in gameplay positions, and it's not like CT is only playing from there every round. They can also like peek this later in the round and then like take further up control. And this is very interesting spot that if terrorists like boost up here, they get a flanking opportunity to A, and then they also get like this top mid position. In the playtests that we have done, it's kind of been a theme that terrorists can get this upper platform for free, so they kind of get this flanking opportunity to A already, since it's kind of hard to hold as a T. I mean, as a CT anyway. And since this is so covered, it's kind of a camping spot for terrorists in any way. So like if they just get this fight, which is kind of easy to get, it's, by smoking this, you can pretty much get the back of mid and then get the CT position. So my only criticism of this map, just based on the playtests that we have done pretty kind of plenty, is that terrorists can get to the CT kind of easily. And when you get the CT, you obviously get every other connection in the map, and you can get to anywhere from anywhere pretty much. But yeah, the aesthetic and the style of the map, I just appreciate and love. It's so cool. And this little snowplow mobile thing with the huge crate, this is so cool. Yeah. Then we have A connectors. The vent is missing. Okay, so that's one change, definitely. Let's take you through from the terrace spawn. We're in T spawn. Spiral stairs. This goes to A. This goes to the bridge that goes over here. There's so much love and like effort put into the detailing at this stage. Like there's so many cool little things, like this giant telescope. And this talking about cool things is this awesome dome, yeah, which is completely out of brushes, so it's really cool. Television, cool. That's glass. Yeah. Then you can drop down to the vents. Yeah. Wall bankable? No. Oh, this is a skill jump. I mean, no skill jumps, 2 jumps. Okay, so I do like that the mid is more simple nowadays. Like, as a CT you can smoke this and then hold up the terrorist push from here, which is really cool, in the sense that terrorists now have to utilize this more. So maybe it'll put more emphasis to terrorists actually taking alternate ways to middle as well, and pushing up here, smoking themselves off of this, or maybe like this more, just so they can get to mid easier, and then maybe like these 2 entrances now have more weight together rather than this only being the middle entrance. Last time I remember that this was kind of random spot to actually go into, and it wasn't really used that much. More this was used more so in the retakes, it gets you a little bit closer, and you get that kind of a element of surprise when it's just coming from here, and you can't really be seen from this far away, and it like this position kind of renders this useless since you can like kind of bypass it from here, you know, and you're straight onto the bomb site. Then we have this boost. It was really unique how this played. Wait. Yeah. Players often boosted over this, in opposed to going into here. And we also saw a couple of CTs just holding this boost since it's kind of powerful. You know, you get a flanking opportunity into bomb site B. There's a new squeaky. Hello. This goes to heaven. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I like that. This is this connection has been made. It has been shortened by quite a lot. So previously you would have to go from here, like this was the connection, like this. So this squeaky definitely helps. I don't know if the squeaky is necessary. Maybe like a crawl space or something, like a little vent or hole in the wall that you can just crouch through and then go. Squeakies are kind of like if a terrorist gets behind the squeaky or something, you know, it just creates positions like this. So maybe having a squeaky there is a little bit too messy, but I am all in for the idea of it. Yeah. Changes the B bomb side. This is actually the open train car is still there. This heaven on top of the ladder, I mean on top of the train is still cool. Is there a skill jump from here? I bet there is, but I'm just missing the... No. It's clipped. I like that you use the... What is it? Fucking... barrier texture. Minecraft barrier texture. Yeah. Planting zone. It's strictly on the train. Yeah. How about this? No, it's not over there. It's just strictly on the top of the train. Kind of like... Yeah. Anyway. We still have... Is that boostable? No. Oh. Oh. Clipping. It is boostable, but it's because of the broken clipping. Okay. Nice vent. Nicely fitted textures. Okay. Can flash through. Actually, does this have any collision at all? No. Okay, I like that, like having no collision on this, since you can then flash through more convincingly and it's more consistent. Yeah, that is cool. And then this split B. Damn, I love this like dynamic how this works. So you can, as a T, you can push up pretty like kind of close. Clear this, and then you know, you can decide if you want to peek this, you can smoke this and then take the alternate B path. And it's kind of interesting how this also works in taking mid. You know, you don't have to, you can bypass both of the bomb site entrances and just take mid and then flank and take mid later in the round. So that's like, you can, two players can go here, smoke this off, two players can go through A, smoke this off, and now you have like a triple entrance mid take, and then you can just like lurk in the middle, figure out the weakest spot and push through there onto a bomb site. I really like that dynamic, and I hope that it works like that. Is this calculated? Can boost up here. Also, yeah, this wasn't really realized in the playlist either, that I don't think that terrorists really were like that worried about CT players playing from here. CTs usually were like, kind of like passive and holding this gate area, and yeah, they more often just like, you know, got this walkway for free. Maybe if this was like more of an open angle to like from the bomb site or something, I don't know how you would do that, but maybe like making this heaven so that it's okay. This is kind of an outlandish idea, but like just having the heaven connect up here and then having a ridiculous angle to the mid. I don't know. Maybe that could also like work as holding this, but yeah, that's kind of outlandish. Yeah. B pathing has stayed kind of the same. So yeah, it's very interesting map. We've played this a couple times. I think the flow of the mid is still kind of out there. It hasn't really it hasn't really found its form, and when you get the timings down, when you get the player positions down, when you get the points of interest down in the way that players know where to peak to take the fight, and then when from those fights players start to like realize like what is a good spot to kind of alternate between the fight, then I think the middle becomes like more enjoyable, and it starts to find its own pacing, and from there players can like really learn it and really enjoy it more. Right now I think it's still a little bit too out of the place. There's like just too much going on, I think, around like here in this area. That's it. The terrorist can really like set up a stronghold in a way. But yeah, that's been the Goldrush. I am looking forward to the next playtest, and this is really an awesome map. Take care.